So how long can you safely keep your prepped foods and other foods? Do you ever wonder when you should toss the food that you stored in your fridge? And I'm not just talking about what you've picked up from the grocery store, but also your leftovers and the meals that you have prepared for yourself ahead of time. How long are they good for the best taste and for safety? Now, I've got a friend that swears that eating expired food makes him stronger. And I'm pretty sure that we've all got a friend like that, but we all know, that's never the best advice. So, well, I got the answers in this video, and none of them involve sniffing your foods to see if they're still fresh. Just say no to the sniff test. But first, I'm Shauna Holt from ShaunaHolt.com. I empower moms to finally say goodbye to the weight that is literally weighing them down and say hello to endless energy by ditching dieting, deprivation, and overwhelm. My unique approach takes nutrition, movement, and mindset and breaks it down into simple, teeny tiny habits to win at every single day. Now, obviously, it's pretty easy to tell when some foods how long you should keep them because they have a sell by or a use by date right there on the package. Nearly every packaged item that you will buy will have a date on it. But what about other food? How do you know? Well, I was shocked to learn that egg substitutes, the kind that come in the little cartons, only keep for around 3 days after you open them. So make sure that you use them as soon as possible if you're using those, after you open up the container. Did you know that they only last a few days? Give me a 1 if this is news to you too. That 3-day mark is also about how long you can keep any leftovers or other prepped meals in your refrigerator. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, cooked meals should be refrigerated within an hour or 2 of cooking, and you should eat them within 3 to 4 days before tossing them out. Now, if you're planning on keeping them longer than 3 or 4 days, you should put them in the freezer as soon as possible after cooking. That way you know that you're storing a fresh meal instead of one that's already close to going bad. So another great tip, do you know what I'm talking about when frozen food gets mushy and soft when you reheat it? Now give me a number 2 if you know what I'm talking about. Well, there are some things that you can do to stop that from happening, and they have to do with keeping air away from your food and working with speed. So the most important thing that you can do to make sure your food is always completely cooled before you put it in the freezer. You can do this by refrigerating it before you put it into the freezer for about an hour or so. Then when you put it into the container that you're going to freeze it in, and hopefully it's a glass one, make sure that there's no extra air around the food. Put it into the smallest container that you possibly can while making sure that it's sealed really tight. Now, I have some favorite meal planning containers along with some other great meal prep tools that I love to use and an Amazon idea board for you, and I will share that link when I get finished here. So when you put it in the freezer, make sure that there's a good airflow all the way around the container so that it freezes as fast as possible. This will help stop those crystals from forming on your food. Food stored in the freezer can last basically forever, but after a few months, their taste and their texture, it starts to change. And that's why it's a good idea to label them with the date and use them before too much time passes. 3 to 6 months is a pretty good guideline to go by. Following these tips will actually help you save money. It'll make sure that you're using those healthy meals that you're cooking, not letting them go to waste, not opening it up and it has all those crystals on it, or it's really mushy, and then you're wanting to just go grab something from the drive-thru. So I hope this video has been helpful. You know, show me some love if it has. On July 30th, I'll be having a free 5-day meal prep and planning challenge, and I would love for you to join in. I'll post that link right here for you too. Well, thanks so much for watching.